Again. All right, it's Jim Richards, 1 till 4 here on News Talk 1010. Here's some of the things we didn't get to. New movie coming out later this month. It is Hot Tub Time Machine. How'd you like to be in the movie pitch meeting for that? It's a hot tub and a time machine, and it could take you back to the 80s. When John Hughes was big, that was the best part, I thought, of the Oscars last night. Although why we didn't all turn off the Oscars and watch a John Hughes film, you probably would have been better off than seeing the old Breakfast Club crew and realizing, hey, we're getting old because Molly Ringwald now looks like Vicki Lawrence. And Judd Nelson, I'm not sure if we needed 3D glasses to look at his face, but it sure would have helped. I liked him better when he was in The Wrestler. Speaking of the Oscars last night, the big winner, obviously, Hurt Locker, which Dick Cheney calls one of the best comedies of the year. But where were the guys from the Hurt Locker when these two bombs needed to be defused last night? Although Ben Mulrooney, I thought, was funnier than either of them. If you did a shot every time he made a mistake, you would not have made it through the Oscars. By the way, they need to replace that question, who are you wearing, with who's your plastic surgeon? And the funny thing about the whole thing is that Kathy Ireland, who did the American red carpet stuff, actually looks like she went to the Ben Mulrooney School of Broadcasting. Somebody stole Sid the Kid's equipment. You know, somewhere there's somebody doing something weird and wrong to that hockey equipment. Speaking of the Olympics, we mentioned last week they set the record for the most amount of condoms that the athletes went through. The Olympics off to Russia next time, and there will be a new record that they will have to go through with a shortage of toilet paper there. Coffee reduces heart problems unless the coffee is Starbucks and you just saw the price, you might have a heart attack. Abe Lincoln has a book being written about him by Bill O'Reilly. It'll be interesting to read to find out how Barack Obama was the guy who killed Abe Lincoln. They're introducing a cuss-free week where you can't swear down in the United States. It's obvious whoever came up with this idea isn't a Leaf fan. And finally, speaking of, well, we weren't speaking of new products, but they're coming up with pants for dogs. Pants on the dog, looking like a fool with your pants on the dog. Jim Richards, 1 to 4, join us weekdays on News Talk 1010.